I've been wondering what the real origin of the Anglo American fear of smoking comes from. Obviously, the fear has been aided by medical hysteria, which is probably not totally unfounded, but it would appear that the fear is much older than that. Where does it really come from, if not from medical problems?
That is a good question. And the answer is that the Anglo American mind, especially the American half, has a heavy puritanical element in it. That element needs to be on a moral crusade constantly. It always has to be in the right, improving everyone, especially improving others, because self-improvement requires effort. Whereas improving others, your mouth can move, and you can pretend you feel good about yourself. All right. Once upon a time, this expressed itself in moral crusades, the Watch and Ward movement in Boston, blue laws, all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now, as we have increasingly become totally depraved and perverted, not to say disgusting, not to say a sort of huge open bordello, we can't go on those crusades anymore. But that impulse is still very powerful. So what we do is we transfer that impulse. We give it a new outlet. And that new outlet is, amongst other things, the anti-smoking crusade. Because we can feel good about ourselves. And it's healthy, too. And it's for the children. And it's all the other drivel that we come up with because we're morons. My personal favorite, as I've said before in this space, when I hear that phrase, modern moral attitudes, I want to break something. But what it makes me think of is the madam of a bordello who tells you, these women who are working for me, I know what they're doing. They're going out after work and they're smoking out back. I know they are. And you're like, madam, are you aware of what kind of a dump you're running here? Do you know what sort of a business this is? And she looks at you just like a deer in the headlights. Yeah.
Well, we got to make a distinction. We're living in California, Charles. Okay, you got to be a little bit more specific when you say smoking, because smoking marijuana, okay, that's good. Smoking cigarettes, no, that's a stigma. That's got the stigma.
Even though marijuana has more carcinogens than tobacco, I know. It's such.
Yeah, but you don't smoke as many. So I mean, these people who smoking cigarettes a pack a day, that's risk for lung cancer, big time.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
What's likely to happen that I smoke two packs of lung cancer a day? I have lung cancer. There you go. I've fallen for it. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, I meant to say, and I get lung cancer. Or I indulge in certain sorts of behavior on a regular basis with people I don't know, and I get AIDS. Which is likely to happen statistically?
You're going to get AIDS because you're smoking marijuana?
Not exactly.
Wait.
It happens some other ways. You get outdoor knobs. The thing is, well, no, you don't get outdoor knobs. The point is, there are certain kinds of protected behavior that are far likelier to give you terminal diseases.
Absolutely.
Than smoking.
I agree there. Yeah.
Now, mind you, God forbid I should involve myself in your private life, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I'd probably pay not to know any more than I do, which isn't much. But, why is it that sufferers from AIDS are martyrs and sufferers from lung cancer are villains?
I just looked at the stats for what you're talking about, and boy, the health issues with the STDs and AIDS is just absolutely through the roof.
Yeah. You know what cracks me up is they call the taxes on cigarettes sin taxes. Shouldn't that be reserved for the taxes on things like condoms?
Who says sin taxes?
It's an old phrase. You're probably too young.
Okay.
But and on booze as well, they call those sin taxes. Well, why not the taxes on condoms? And what were called in another age when we had marital AIDS. Why are the taxes that have been paid on those, why aren't those called sin taxes?
Well, it's different nowadays. Sin is
good.
No,
sin is very good.
Yeah, go up to Sin City, right? We're just 4 hours away.
Yeah.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
Yeah, well, if it did, we wouldn't be paying for STDs. This is what I mean. Why do you say things like that? I hate that. Stop it. No, but seriously, ladies and gentlemen, our attitudes in this area are so bogus, to use a younger person's phrase, and hypocritical, to use one from my era. The mind explodes in horror.
Touching back to the term, the outlet. We need the outlet because we've lost the morality.
Yeah.
So we've got these other things that step in to replace, the morality thing. The big one, another big one, is the whole vegan thing.
Oh yeah.
It is so hysterical. This one person on Facebook says, these people are using animals for food.
I know, it's amazing.
As if like that was some sort of alien concept.
I wonder what animals use animals for. Have you ever seen a lion grazing? I haven't. And the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, get a grip. Okay, get a grip. What would you say if I told you there was a world leader who was a vegetarian, not a vegan because he would use dairy products, but a vegetarian, a non-smoker, very anti-smoking, non-drinker.
What is this, Trudeau? What?
No, it's not Trudeau. Bieber Trudeau. You want to use the whole hyphenate.
Okay.
Name. He's no longer alive, sadly.
Oh.
But he was for animal rights.
I know where you're going with this. It's probably going to be Hitler.
Yeah, like everyone else doesn't like, but it is Hitler. And a friend of mine found a poster from the Nazi anti-smoking campaign. It showed Hitler pointing at you, and the caption was, "Our Fuhrer doesn't smoke, neither should you." And this friend of mine, this was back when the state of California was giving out money right and left to anti-smoking campaigns.
Yeah.
So his idea was to get this thing translated into English, get money from the state for reproducing them and putting them all over the place.
Well, see, I don't know about this argument, Hitler did this, because you also say, previously, Hitler was great for infrastructure. So if you're a politician who's interested in infrastructure, is that bad because Hitler did it too?
That's a good question. And the answer is yes.
What?
Yes, infrastructure is bad. No, obviously, it's got to be a case-by-case thing.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is that, and really it is the same case, because if you're going to say that infrastructure is good, well, Hitler was for that. So if you're going to say that smoking is bad, well, Hitler was against it too. So be careful for using Hitler as a pitchman for anything. But I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, he would have been very happy with our society as it is today in a lot of ways.
You can't know that.
Yeah, I can. He hated Christmas.
He hated Christmas?
Yeah, we didn't call it holiday. He called it Yule.
We love Christmas, though.
Well, we do, except we call it holiday. Holiday trees, holiday parties. We avoid saying Merry Christmas.
We love Christmas, though.
Well, that's us Catholics. But Hitler hated us, too, as much as he hated Christmas.
Why did he hate Christmas?
Because it was Christian. He wasn't a Christian, I'm sorry.